Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unboxed. I'm your host, Dr. Robert Davis, and I'm so glad that you've decided to join us today. Before we get started, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. If you haven't done it already, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Go through our description below and find various ways that you can partner with Unboxed and learn about some of the things we're doing in the community. And since we're talking about things in the community, let me tell you why you haven't seen me for over a week, what is going on here in Denver, and how we are making an impact in how policing and public safety is done. We're going to unbox all of that as soon as I come back. I'm Dr. Robert Davis, family life educator and relationship coach, and welcome to Unboxed, a frank and straightforward conversation about relationships. We're going to talk about family, church, workplace, and all other types of relationships. Join me for the next few moments as we unbox the power and potential of relationships and help you to live your best life. Hey everyone, once again, and welcome. So where have I been? Where in the world is Waldo Robert Davis? Well, for the last week, it's kind of been somewhat of a whirlwind. If you look at our Facebook page and our YouTube page, you'll see several interviews and news broadcasts about the various things that have been going on here in the city of Denver. I have had the awesome privilege of serving as the project coordinator for the task force to reimagine policing and public safety in Denver. And we started back in September. And even before that, we had to have a series of community meetings to help us to determine who should be on the task force. And if we're going to talk about policing and public safety, we also had to figure out what content, what subjects, what areas we need to focus on. And if you want to learn more while it's on the screen, please check out the website. It's denvertaskforce.org. Make sure you check out that website. And so for 2 months, we just tried to figure out what is the task force going to talk about? What are we going to be researching? How are we going to, develop solutions? And then we asked the community who should serve on the task force. We sent out invitations and received acceptance from over 40 plus community organizations, not including city officials, as well as activists and community leaders. And the task force met starting on September the 3rd, and we continued all the way through the month of March. We literally met every single Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30. It was a very heavy lift. We had 7 facilitators. As I shared with you, I was the lead facilitator as well as the project coordinator. We had 7 facilitators because we broke off into 7 subgroups to look at different aspects of public safety. And why is this so important? Now, I'm going to get into the specifics of what we delved into, but I'm sharing this with you because I want you to understand some of the stuff that Unboxed does. Many of you have been watching our presentations and you're like, what is it that Unboxed does? Well, one of the things that we do at Unboxed is help businesses and leaders and community organizations create healthy relationship cultures. And we do that through leadership training and through executive coaching, because I genuinely believe that great leaders are those who can develop strong relationships with their team, and through relationship building, help their team to buy into their vision. You've heard the old adage before, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So we really want to help people to be authentic leaders and to manage themselves, especially in crises and in conflict, so that anxiety, tension, and stress doesn't spread throughout the organization. So I had an opportunity to put all of this stuff that I'm teaching others through our peer support groups and executive coaching and whatnot. I had a chance to put this in practice with the task force, because one of the great things about the task force was that it was very diverse. We had individuals who abolished the police. We had individuals who were more, the policing is fine. We just need to make a few tweaks and modifications. We just need to create a kinder, gentler force. We had the defund and reinvest in community. You had all of the reform the police. all of these different ideologies and thoughts with, on the task force. And then you have people from different backgrounds. I mean, we had clinical psychologists and people who deal with trauma. We had people whose expertise is in, providing services to the homeless community. We had individuals from the medical community. It was a very diverse, ethnically, racially, in every way. We had so many different individuals. Most of our meetings had over close to 70 people attending them. And so we're getting feedback. When I say this was a community initiative, we were getting feedback from, 70 plus community leaders and community service providers helping us to shape this. Every Thursday we're meeting. We are bringing in experts to help us to see the bigger picture. We're bringing in organizations like Vera and the Center for Policing Equity to really help us to get a better understanding of what's going on around the nation and how other municipalities are approaching this. And I'm really thankful for the leaders in Los Angeles who helped us. They were the ones who really pushed the Measure J. Their initiative was called Alternative to Incarceration. And I'm really thankful for their help. And it was really a heavy lift. And I'm going to tell you more about this tomorrow as well. I'm glad to be back. But it was a really heavy lift, but we were able to accomplish so much. And today tomorrow I'm going to get into the specifics, but today I'm just going to tell you a little bit. And again, you can find out more about the task force by visiting the website, denvertaskforce.org. So this is what I want to do today. I want to tell you why this is so important to me. You say to yourself, if you are an executive coach and you do leadership training and run peer support groups or facilitate peer support groups and help to develop relationship cultures, why was this so important to you? Well, it was important for a couple of reasons. I believe that the skill set that UnBoxed brings into this space is really important to bring together various people groups as well as various philosophical approaches to public safety. I believe that we have a unique set of skills that really help to facilitate that conversation. And I'm quite proud, not to be braggadocious, but I'm quite proud of how we were able to manage the various personalities by managing ourselves. There's another reason why this is so important, and I'm going to close here and I'm going to pick up about the specifics tomorrow. There's another reason why this is so important. It was so important to me because before I transitioned out of congregational leadership back in June of 2019, before I left, being a congregational pastor, I preached a series called Jesus and Politics, and I talked about the various aspects of Jesus's teachings on how we bring about change on a societal and governmental level. And Jesus encouraged activism. Those are the ones who do the protesting and organize the marches and the rallies. And Jesus also promoted community organizing. Those are the ones that actually bring the various voices from the community together. Jesus promoted policy changes. And so those are the individuals who actually think through how policy looks. And there's been a lot of criticism and a lot of conflict, even within the groups. Some people feel that Black Lives Matter, the various Black Lives Matter chapters need to be more engaged in policy change. Many of their chapters do not engage in policy change. What they do is they try to, organize the protests and the marches to push for a space to be created for policy change. And what I appreciated was I was able to transition from the pulpit into the community and to be able to say, you know what? This is how it's done in real life. This is how you bring together activists and community organizers, as well as how you bring together policy creators and put them together to create something that is transformational for the community and the way that we do public safety. So this was important to me because I had been preaching about it, or I was preaching about it, did a whole series, and I've preached about it so often about the importance of our churches and for Christians to be engaged in protecting the most vulnerable and bringing about change. And being a part of this task force, again, the website is right there. Check out this website. You can also check out our website, which is swg-unboxed.org. denvertaskforce.org is the other one. Look, check those things out, see what we're doing, see how this thing went. Download the recommendations, over 112. We'll talk about them tomorrow. Really get a good understanding, because this is where the rubber meets the road. And this is why I'm so proud to be a part and to be the leader and the executive director of UnBoxed. Okay, that's my time for today. I'm going to go ahead and shoot off now. I'll get back with you tomorrow, and we'll pick up and carry some more stuff. Until then, let's continue to unbox the power and the potential of the Black family. Unbox the power and the potential of our community. Take care.
Seasoned with Grace, UnBoxed also provides healthy relationship training and leadership development for businesses, churches, and community organizations. For a free consultation to discuss your team's needs, please contact us at our website at swg-unboxed.org. That's swg-unboxed.org.